For as long as I can remember, I've struggled with my weight. Some of the happiest moments in my life have been shadowed by my discontent with my body and my size. But that struggle is coming into an end because I've recently lost 85 pounds. But before I tell you how, I do have some disclaimers. What I've done has worked for me, but I'm not a doctor, I'm not a healthcare professional, everybody's different, and food is personal. So what worked for me may or may not work for you. I cared enough to start this process when I was diagnosed with melanoma 2 years ago. Thankfully, a little surgery completely cured it, but it really did inspire me to stop taking my health for granted. But if you haven't had that experience, why should you care? You should care because we talk all the time about the health care crisis, but we forget that America is in a health crisis. 68% of Americans are overweight or obese, and that costs us $25 billion a year. If we changed our way of eating to focus on quality, whole, fresh, natural foods, we could change this. We could be the solution instead of the problem. But it's not just about the type of food. It's also how much of food. Quantity does matter. To make sure that I'm honest about what I'm really eating, I make sure that I weigh my food, I measure it, and I write it down. Everything I eat or drink gets written down. I also stopped eating animals altogether. Doing some research, I thought about the factory farms pumping the animals full of growth hormones. These chemicals that make the animals fat, why would I think they would not make me fat? I've got some tremendous physical benefits from this transformation. Like I said, 85 pounds, 14% reduction in body fat, 7 inches off my hips, 9 off my waist, and 6 off each thigh. I also have so much more energy. Thank you. Probably because I'm healthy. I no longer have sleep apnea, my blood pressure is normal, and I recently discovered that I do have collarbones. Who would have thought? I'm also better able to assert my needs without being pushy. I'm able to focus easier, and I'm at peace, knowing that my decisions are the best choices I can make for my body, the environment, and the animals. But it does still kind of suck. I have some loose skin and some flabby fat I'm trying to tone, but if anybody's a plastic surgeon looking for some pro bono work, you know where to find me. Also, it kind of sucks that I really am out of clothes. This is a stack of 140 clothing items that I just donated to Goodwill. Shopping is cool, paying for it, not so cool. The other thing that sort of sucks, yeah, that's me, 10 pounds less than my highest. You don't have to look, I don't like to look either. But this is what I see in the mirror. I still struggle with my body image. So my next challenge is to get the picture in my head to match the physical reality. Has it been worth it? Absolutely. Has it been that hard? Surprisingly not. Now I know that not everybody needs to completely overhaul their diet, but we could all probably eat better, right? So there's a few things I've identified that have helped me. First, you need to be ready. If you're not ready, you're going to get frustrated and you're going to give up. So be ready. Be honest with yourself whether you're ready. When you decide you're ready, the next thing you need is the right mindset. For me, that means to be committed but not crazy. One crazy thing I did was the Master Cleanse diet. Let me be clear that I do not recommend it as a weight loss method. However, it did help me realize that if I happen to skip a meal or a snack, I'll make it to see the next one. Support is also really helpful. My husband and my mom have been amazing. This is one of my best friends, Anya. She also lost 40 pounds at the same time I did. So together we really lost a person. Also remember that you don't need to reinvent the wheel. Other people have done the work for you, use it. These are some of my favorite resources, and I've put these up on my Twitter account, so if you're at all interested, take a look. It also seems common sense, but if you're going to eat better, you need to have good food. Eating habits are just that, habits. If you don't have the good food on hand, you're going to revert to your junk food ways. So go shopping, buy the best food you can find because you deserve it. This is one of my favorite quotes. The life you have led doesn't need to be the only life you have. How cool is it that we can all decide every single day, every single meal, every single forkful to be better. Thank you.